Sanitation to immediately ensure potable water to areas of critical need. Second, I'm working with the Ministers of Road and Highways and Transport and Interior to address congestion along the major highways.
Well, so that's Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. This morning we'll be speaking to Oliver Baka-Vomawo, who is the convener of Fix the Country. We're finding out, yesterday he started speaking, but we're finding out more from him, this morning on what he makes of what the Finance Minister said. He's talked about how they're fixing the country. Now they're talking about things must be done immediately. How does he intend to achieve all of these things?
At least they are getting a response. That's a good way to start.
Well, let's see how that's going to go. Now time for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, deliberations on new daily minimum wage report could commence in the coming days. We expect the technical group of the Tripartite Committee to present its report this week. We'll have the latest. Meanwhile, the National Development Bank set to take off from July this year, a move expected to improve credit to businesses, and government fails to meet Treasury bills target for 6th week running as liquidity further tightens on the market. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. The news now in detail. Now, deliberations on the new daily minimum wage report could commence in the coming days. This is because a technical group of the National Tripartite Committee is expected to present its report after weeks of engagement. Now, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta disclosed this when he addressed the media Sunday. George Afe has more.
According to the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, government is committed to reaching an agreement with organized labor in terms of their proposals. He however noted that there is still more to be done to improve productivity and cut waste in the public sector.
The extent to which public sector takes from our revenue, which also leads to how the private sector responds. But the whole issue of the fight for digitalization and skills also meant to increase productivity, which will then help for you to be able to afford to pay more decent wages, as we put it in our language.
The minister at the briefing also disclosed that the much talked about National Development Bank is expected to take off from June this year. This should help improve support to non-bank financial institutions in the country. In the recent concerns expressed by the youth through the Fix It campaign, the minister maintained that they are working with other relevant government agencies on how to create more jobs through partnerships with the private sector, whilst fast-tracking existing projects that may go a long way to offer some jobs to the youth in the country. Even though the minister didn't give any clear commitment in terms of providing guarantee to local pharmaceutical firms in terms of production of COVID-19 vaccines, he said they will not rule out engaging them on these concerns. The minister also affirmed, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta also affirmed government willingness to support the growth of local businesses in the coming months through such initiatives like the Ghana Cares Program.
And that was George Afe's report. Some currency news now. The Bank of Ghana has given assurance that the cedi will remain fairly stable despite recent pressures. The Ghanaian currency witnessed some fluctuations over the past few weeks, pushing it to 7 cedis, 78 pesos to the dollar. This has raised concerns the cedi is entering a period of depreciation, usually associated with the first quarter. But Director of Research at the Central Bank, Philip Abredu-Otu, says there is no cause for alarm.
The statistics before me, if I look at the first quarter, I've seen that the exchange rate has appreciated by some 0.55% is what I see. Now, if you look at what happened same time last year, we see almost an appreciation of about 1.7% appreciation in the currency. Of course, although we have appreciated this year, the level of appreciation is not as strong as we saw same time last year for a variety of reasons. In the first quarter of last year, when we appreciated by 1.7, the RCF facility had come in. We had gone for the Eurobond. We ended the previous year with very sound reserves. This year, without all those better conditions that we saw at the beginning of the previous year, we are seeing an appreciation of 0.5, and it is due to market reforms.
Philip Abedu Otu, Director of Research at the Bank of Ghana. So on the currency market this morning, 5 cedis 77 pesos should get you the dollar, the British pound going for 8 cedis 2 pesos, and the euro selling at 6 cedis 8 pesos. Now, government failed to meet its treasury bills target for the 6th week running as liquidity tightened further on the interbank market. According to the auction results by the Bank of Ghana, the cost of the short-term securities, however, remained low. Charles Nixon Yeboah has been looking at the results and has more.
The government's target fell by about 20% as it mobilized a little above 913 million cedis. However, this could be partially due to its quest to keep cost of domestic borrowing lower. Generally, money in circulation has declined, albeit slightly, a testament of further tightening of liquidity on the interbank market. Government actually accepted all the bids from the investors, mostly banks, as a little above 789 million cedis was raised from the sale of the 91-day treasury bill. This indicates that investors prefer the 3-month short-term instrument to the 6-month and 1-year bills. The interest cost of the 91-day T-bills also fell by 0.05 percentage points from the last week's trading to 12.78%, but the yield of the 6-month bill shot up by 0.05% to 13.57%. The past few weeks have seen liquidity squeeze on the market, depriving government the opportunity to raise adequate cash on the domestic market to finance its programs. The liquidity challenges on the market has been predicated by the 2021 budget of fiscal consolidation. This is as a result of the implementation of some new taxes, which has triggered increases in prices of some goods and services.
Charles Nixon about with that report. Moving on to our power issues, businesses in some parts of the Greater Accra region and Kaswa in the Central region will have to plan effectively as they will experience power outage for the next 7 days. This is expected to end on the 17th of May. The Electricity Company of Ghana has already provided a timetable for consumers, both individuals and businesses, to plan their usage and consumption of power during the period. Areas to be affected include Southern Accra, Southeast Accra, and Northeast Accra. The Public Interest and Accountability Committee is cautioning government to refrain from diverting petroleum funds into areas which are not permitted by the law. Chairman of the committee, Professor Kwame Adom-Frimpong, tells Joy Business going by the principles of the Petroleum Revenue Management Act will help the country achieve the benefits of the natural resource.
To ensure fair usage of our petroleum revenue, I think the institutions and of course government and other key institutions, they have their budget approved for specific purposes. They should ensure that the budget they have presented, which has been approved by Parliament, approved by Minister of Finance, they go by it accordingly. But there shouldn't be any diversion of any funds to do other things, but meant for what has been outlined in their budget estimates.
You heard Professor Kwame Adom-Frimpong, who is chairman of the Public Interest and Accountability Committee. In other news, Farm Milk Ghana has launched another product called NutriDay. The firm says in this era of COVID-19, the provision of NutriDay is an opportunity for all Ghanaians to build their immune system. Managing Director Yos Yobetin says the birth of NutriDay is important for all Ghanaians.
So NutriDay is our response to the tension and the pressure that the world and the nation of Ghana has been going through over the past 12 months. We know it's not over, and it is our contribution to keep the nation healthy. We know zinc is actually good for the immune system. When you have COVID and you go to hospital, one of the things that you're given is zinc tablets. So we thought we will make it easier for Ghanaians to prevent and make the immune system stronger by providing, as we say, a delicious yogurt that is actually fortified with zinc. So it's our contribution to the fight against the pandemic. It's our contribution to build a healthy nutrition. No, it has also vitamin B6, B5, calcium, and to keep it in one simple word, actually NutriDay makes you strong every day. And that's our contribution to fight the pandemic.
Yos Yobetin, there is MD of Farm Milk Ghana Limited. Let's take a look at how your investments will fare this week on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Here's Ifwa Mensah Bones of Data Bank Research.
Based on the volume of bids and offers outstanding at the close of trading last week, we forecast MTN, Societe Generale, Farm Milk, and Guinness Ghana breweries to continue rising this week. We also anticipate lively trading activity on the equities markets on the back of the impressive financials trickling in and the recent dividend announcements by listed companies. For Joy Business Reports, Ifwa Mensah Bonsu of Databank Research.
And crude oil began this week with a marginal appreciation to open trading at $68.64 a barrel. Gold is selling at $1,838 an ounce after going up by more than $7. Cocoa open trading at $2,463 a ton after going up by a significant $50. There's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. The Super Morning Show continues.